Welcome back, guys. It has been so long, 24 hours since I've seen you. I'm just playing, but I am like super excited today because I'm doing a face full of makeup. It's gonna be fall inspired because today is kind of feeling, it's warm in Jersey, but I feel the breeze coming in. It's kind of feeling fallish already. And what I wanted to do today is $15 for your whole face of dollar store makeup. So I want to see how it lasts and how it looks, and if it's comparable to, your more expensive drugstore makeup, or your, like crazy expensive makeup. So let's get started. I can't wait to show you what I got and what we come up with. We're gonna make it work today, okay? So let's go ahead. As you can tell, I've already washed my face with my CeraVe moisturizing bar. I've talked about this in previous videos. It's a soap bar, but it's specifically made for the face and it doesn't dry your face out. Super cheap. Go to your drugstore, you can find it. And also, I didn't put sunblock on because it's almost evening time here, but I put my rosehip oil on, about 2 drops, so I'm feeling dewy and moisturized, and I can go straight into my primer. Let me show you what I got. Alright, so I'm starting with my primer, and this is by LA Colors. It is called the Smoothing Face Primer, color correcting, and it's in green. It claims to neutralize redness. They had a pink one, but I chose the green one because, I don't know, I do have redness around here, at least to my eye. But I'm going to apply this primer. I'm gonna use my hands. They're clean. I made sure to wash my hands with soap. I like the smell of this. It smells like a light aloe smell. It doesn't have too much fragrance. Normally I don't like fragrance in any face products, but guys, it's $1, so I don't know if it's gonna be the healthiest for your skin. It's just an alternative, right? We're just testing it out. But this doesn't have a strong smell to it, which I appreciate because I feel like fragrances, unless they're in your cleanser, if you leave them on for the whole day, if you have sensitive skin, it might give you a rash or break you out. I don't have that problem, but just warning you guys. But this is good. Very slight fragrance if any at all. And it's a good consistency. I'm liking this. Did it neutralize my redness? No, but I think it filled in my pores slightly. So I'm really actually liking this primer. We'll see how it lasts though. It's not too tacky, it's slightly sticky, but the tackier I feel like primer is, the better it's gonna hold your makeup for the duration of the day, but this is good, it's light. All right, so now I'm going in with my color. This is also LA Colors liquid makeup. It is in True Beige 311. It's $1, guys, so it claims to be light coverage. I have a feeling it's gonna be like a BB cream. So I'm just squeezing it on my fingers. This is one. Like I need a lot more. The only thing about this, they didn't have many color selections in the store. Literally, the color selection was like 3 colors, light, medium, and dark. All right, so I'm gonna go in with a brush. And since this is from RC Cosmetics, these are older brushes that I have, but they were cheap, so it matches with the dollar store theme. So the color is actually not bad for me. It's slightly darker. I probably could have went a little bit lighter, but it's like a nice glowy color. I would say it's like a BB cream, so it's not full coverage. So if you have, acne or scarring, you would not benefit from this liquid makeup. Their foundation, it's very light. I'm just actually gonna go a little bit more. But I am actually liking the way this looks on me. I do feel glowy, and for my skin, I have combo skin. I think it looks good. It gives me like a nice light coverage. It's still for the summertime, but it's okay for going out, seeing friends. So I wanted to do my eyes first, but I just applied the primer and the foundation, and that's okay. I'm gonna go into my eyes with an eyebrow pencil and eyeliner from LA Colors again. And it actually came with 2 for $1 and included like a mini sharpener. So that's cool. It's only $1, guys. I'm going to outline my eyebrows, and I follow along my eyebrows along their natural shape. I'm not gonna lie, this one actually has a really weird smell to it. I don't know, it's like a really plasticky smell. But now, as I outline them, I'm gonna go into my arch and make it darker, and I can begin filling it in. I didn't see any powder for sale in the dollar store, and I literally went to 3. So I'm just going to lightly fill it in like an ombre. I know this looks crazy and dark, but I'm going to use a spoolie. This did not come with a spoolie, so I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyeliner and spoolie combo to kind of blur it out. It looks so crazy, right? It looks like, oh my god, a bad tattoo job. Yo, that's nuts. Okay, so I look like a chola. I would not go out like this, obviously, but I'm using my e.l.f. Cream eyebrow pencil, and I'm actually using the spoolie, and that's about it. This is super dark, guys. So I'm just fluffing out the brows and really trying to lighten this pencil up, and boy oh boy is it smudging. Look how smudged these are. This is crazy. Okay, so normally I don't even have to conceal my brows because I normally do a good job when I go very light, but the dollar store did have this highlighter and concealer by e.l.f. So let me try it out just to kind of tidy up my brows and see if it helps. I do have this kind of applicator, so let's go in there. So I'm just outlining my brows. I look crazy. This really looks looks like a picture, like honestly it looks like a cut and paste job. The dollar store was selling these instead of beauty blenders. What are they? Cosmetic wedges. Super sanitary, right? So just going to use the thinner side and kind of pat it out. And I really want to see if this concealer is full coverage to kind of eliminate the mess I caused on my eyebrow. You can also use the straight edge of this cosmetic wedge to kind of make it easier for you. I haven't used one of these in a while. So I wouldn't say this is full coverage concealer by e.l.f. It is $1, but it is working decently. It's a little bit translucent, but it has gotten rid of the mess I created with the pencil. So I'm trying not to drag this triangle because I don't want to smear my eyebrows. I'm literally just patting it down, this concealer with this cosmetic wedge. Actually go on your eyelids. Pat those down as well. Yeah, so it concealed pretty well, but I have to say this is way too dark for me, so I'm gonna go back with my e.l.f. spoolie and try my best to lighten this up, at least in the front. I'm gonna go back with my cosmetic wedge and even it out. I'm literally using it as a stamp. Okay, so I think that's decent. They are super dark and I don't ever wear my eyebrows this dark. Imperfections are gone. I am going to use this concealer by LA Colors now. I actually don't know if I showed you this one. I showed you the one by e.l.f., but I also got the LA Colors concealer, and I'm going to use it under my eyes and on my T-zone area. It also comes with an applicator like this, and the shade is nude. Wow, so that might be too dark as a concealer. I usually like my concealer lighter than my face. Otherwise, it's gonna wear like a foundation, but we will try to make this work. Gonna put some on my chin, a little bit on my cupid's bow, my forehead, and the tip of my nose. I don't know if you can even see it because it matches the liquid makeup so well by LA Colors, so that's actually not a good thing. So with my concealer, I'm going to use a cosmetic wedge again and really tap out underneath my eyes because it has a thin side and I can literally just pack it right under. And I don't know if you saw that, just rotated around from the thin side to the thick side to kind of get more area covered really quickly. So thin side again, right up to my eyelashes basically, tapping it in there. Rotating it around. Okay, and that's it for that. I'm gonna go in with a brush and do my concealer in the forehead, my nose, yeah, I don't know if I'm liking this pencil because it smears way too much. I've never had that problem with e.l.f. So the concealer definitely isn't full coverage. I'm actually gonna go back with my e.l.f. concealer because I do think it's lighter and use this side of it to go under my eyes again. Yeah, that's way lighter. So this should be an improvement. So I'm gonna try something else. They do have a little bit of a highlighter at the end, and I'm actually gonna put that under my eyes just to make it lighter. I'm going in with my brush, and I do think it made a big difference. I actually like that light side for the concealer. Yeah, huge difference, guys. That highlight actually worked really well mixed with the concealer side of it. And I think it's gonna be a lot easier to bronze and really get your highlights and your bronzer on. What I like about this, I'm super glowy right now. Let's see, I'm gonna go back with the white and just emphasize that. So far I'm liking this, guys. For $1, that's pretty good. But I do respect e.l.f. though. I feel like they have a lot of great products, but I am shocked at the LA colors. This is not bad, and this was not what I was expecting. I always had this idea that using dollar store makeup is horrible, it's not gonna last, it's gonna look crazy, but this is good, guys. It's for $1. All right, so I'm so excited because LA Colors did have a bronzer. It is in the color Sun Goddess, and I am so excited to use their bronzer. It looks very shimmery. It's like a tan shimmery color. So, you know your girl needs a tan. I'm actually gonna go in with a smaller brush, but you know what? Actually, I bought a brush from Wet n Wild from the dollar store as well, and this is what it looks like. It's a contouring brush. So let me actually try this before going in with my other brush. So I'm using their contour brush with the LA Color bronzer. And I'm gonna place the bronzer higher on my cheekbone to give the illusion of a higher, a lifted face, because people place their bronzer, I guess, right in their middle of the earlobe down, and I just feel like that drags your face down rather than lifting up your features. And I don't have a defined cheekbone, so I do like to kind of lift it up. Ooh, look at this. This is like a shimmer though. No. I'm not feeling like this is bronzer. I feel like this is a highlighter. Well, I guess I'll be very highlighted. I'm gonna be gold, it looks like. So you can't really do circular motions with this brush, it's looking like, because it is angled. So I guess applying it above your cheekbones is good, but now I am gonna go with my smaller brush. My smaller brush. That was my bigger brush, smaller. I'm gonna go with the smaller brush and kind of just do circular motions to get my cheekbone. I do want to put it under my jawline. I'm placing it under because I do feel like it sculpts your face and lifts and defines more than placing it over. I'm extending it down my neck. And I'm gonna go with a bigger brush to extend it down my neck. Yeah, so I'm not really seeing that it did justice to bronze my skin. It's way too light and way too shimmery. So I am gonna use one of the bronzers I have from Physicians Formula. I'm cheating a little bit, it's not $1, but I do want a darker look. But it's still cheap, it's still affordable, and it's still drugstore makeup. All right, so here's my butter bronzer. I've showed you this before. It is by Physicians Formula. And I'm using my smaller brush again. Going in there. Getting my ears as well, because I don't want them to be white while my cheekbones are slightly bronzed. This is still too light for me as a bronzer, I feel like. I kind of like a dark bronzer. All right, let me get one more thing, because as you could tell, this bronzer is also not working over this highlight that the LA Colors created. I guess if you have super light skin, and I always thought I did, maybe not in the summer, with these lights it appears very white, but I'm just gonna go in with a darker bronzer and let you know how that looks. All right, so I have a palette. Sorry, it's so dirty and dusty. It's by RC Cosmetics, the 6-color palette. It's powder foundation, and I got this offline for like a long time ago. These are the colors, and I am using the lighter color and the darker one to go in to create a contour. So let me use Wet n Wild, their brush, the lighter one first. Apply it in the same area. Yeah, I feel like this is much darker. Gonna go in with my smaller brush and just swirl it around. Don't forget my ears. apply it under my jawline. Bring it down. On my nose. Sides of my nose, and you can feel free to squeeze the brush. It's a little thicker, or use something thinner if you have. Under my lip. All right, so I do think that looks a lot better, but now I'm gonna go in with my super dark color with this small brush, and I'm only gonna apply it like as a dot here. It's very, very dark, but I am going for a fall look, and I kind of do want a cheekbone. And I'm sorry, you probably hear Booby in the background barking and scratching the door. I think she misses me for the 5 minutes that I've been gone. Under my jawline. All right, so I'm actually gonna drag this out. I'm using circular motions to kind of extend this dark color and create a cheekbone that I wasn't blessed with. Your girl was not blessed with a cheekbone. She was blessed with chubby cheeks, and that's okay. All right, so a bigger brush. I'm gonna mix these two colors now, just to kind of even out my neck and chest with the color I have on my face. Don't forget the ears. You don't want white ears. I think I'm actually gonna go in for my nose, and I'm using one of the RC brushes again, and I'm gonna use the lighter color on my nose to kind of define it more. Blur it out. Under my lip. So this is looking good, but I did have to cheat a little bit and use my other bronzers because that one was just way too light. So. All right, guys, so let us go in with the blush. Again, this is from LA Colors. It seems like most of the items in the dollar store were from LA Colors, and this is in the shade Whatever blush. And it's like a tan. It looks like a tan color, so I don't know if I'm gonna look sunburned after this, but it looks nice. It's perfect for fall. I am going to go in with this type of stipply brush, and I do like that for my blush. And I'm gonna apply it right over my bronzer on my cheekbones. Circular motions. Oh, that's a pretty color. This is very pigmented, so I'm literally just dabbing it once. A little smile for you. Get the cheekbones. I love the color. It really does look nice, and I'm gonna apply a little bit over my nose. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, so I do love this blush by LA Colors. That looks great. Okay, so the bronzer didn't work, but the blush did. I just love this color, guys. LA Colors did have a pressed powder in the color beige, and I'm just gonna go over what I've created on my face and set everything with this beige, but check this, it came out with this applicator. Like, it has a nice mirror, it's cute, but this is the applicator. I'm not going to use this applicator. I'm going to use a big brush, right, and I'm just going to lightly go over my face. It is compact though, I'll give them that. Oh, this is nice too. As something to kind of remove the shine, set your face. Literally just went over my eyebrows too, and that's okay. Get all the dust off there. All right, so we're looking good. I like this pressed powder. I think they did a good job with that. You can literally carry that in your purse and use it all the time. That is great. So I'm gonna go in now with my LA Colors eyeshadows, and this is really cute. I don't know what this palette is called, but it was one of the palettes in the dollar store, and I thought it was just such a cute color for fall. Can't even open it. All right, so like 2 hours later, I finally got it open. But this is the palette by LA Colors. Super shimmery, neutrals. I love neutrals. I think it's great for fall. So let me go in with that. I'm actually really excited. And I did buy a brush from Wet n Wild, also from the dollar store, and it was a smoky liner brush, and this is what it looks like. You know, for $1, you can't beat this. Like, all of this makeup, I'm genuinely surprised. It's only $1 and it's doing a great job. Like, no one would be able to tell I'm using dollar makeup. If I went to see friends, if I went out, no one would be able to tell. And that's like the sad part, because it's like when you buy Kylie Cosmetics or other like super brand name, expensive luxury makeup, it's so expensive, and it's like you can get from the dollar store similar makeup that lasts as well and does a good job concealing your face and just making it glow. Like, why not? You know, if you don't have much to splurge and you just want to go to the dollar store for a quick look, you can't beat $15 or $17 for a whole face. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the light color, kind of set that over my entire eyelid. And yes, I'm using one of my own brushes. Sorry, I forgot to show it to you. This is actually maybe just a shade darker than my actual skin tone. All right, and now with the darker color, I'm going to do my crease. I'm surprised, guys. This is actually pretty pigmented for especially a dollar eyeshadow palette. That is nuts to me. So I'm just looking down. I'm keeping my eye open because you could really see then what the makeup looks like when your eyes are open. Dragging it along my crease. I'm gonna bring this out a little bit. Right, and I'm gonna go in with a bigger brush and kind of blur it out. I think it looks good, guys. All right, so should I be daring? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with the gold. This color now. I'm gonna apply it to the center. So what I've done was actually wet the brush, because when I'm going in my gold, it's very glittery and I kind of just want to pack it on. Oh yeah, look at that, after you wet it. That's amazing. That is so pigmented, guys. It's like so gorgeous. Wow. I was not expecting this. For a $1 palette, you could not go wrong. No one would know. This looks like a Kylie Cosmetics palette. I'm packing it on. I'm using this as like a glitter eyeshadow. I'm pressing it into my eyelids. I'm not dragging this. And it's literally about 1/3 of the eyelid that I've pressed it into. All right. So I'm gonna use my thicker brush again. And I'm going to use the darker shimmer, and I'm not gonna wet my brush right now, and I just want to kind of blur it out with these two colors. So do you see that I'm going in the center, like right after the gold color, and I'm going in with the darker shimmering color and blending it out. That looks great. So I do kind of want to go in and kind of make my corners a little bit darker. Unfortunately, I do wish they had a darker color than this, but we're gonna go give it a shot again. Okay, so it's slightly darker. I'm gonna go in with my feathery brush and kind of blend this a little bit more. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do something daring. I'm gonna go in with my butter bronzer and kind of spread it along my temples. I'm gonna use this type of brush. So I'm dragging that out into my temples, and I kind of just want to take some of the darker color from my eyelids that I've just put on from the eyeshadow and drag it out. All right, so for the lower lid, for the color, I'm going to go in with their Smoky Liner Brush by Wet n Wild. And I'm gonna use this dark brown color, well, the darkest brown that we have. That brush kind of packs it in. I kind of want to smudge it out, so I'm gonna go in with this brush again. I'm gonna blur it out because I don't want to say this is gonna be a smoky eye, but I do want to give the illusion that my eyes are bigger, so I'm kind of just dragging out this brown. I don't want it just to be tightly packed. Here we go, guys. Now I'm just going to line right on my water lid, and I'm not using nude, I am going in with black. So nude would create, obviously if you line your waterline with nude, it would create like a very open eye, and sometimes when you use black it kind of makes it look slightly smaller, but I am using dark colors, and sometimes I actually prefer black rather than a nude waterline. I think this looks great, guys. I do wish the palette had a darker brown so I can kind of just make my crease even darker and go under the lids on the bottom and make it darker as well. So now for the best part, the part that I enjoy the most is the highlight. So this is again from LA Colors highlight, and this is in their Shine Bright color. So let us try this. I am excited for this. I'm actually going to use their contour brush to do the highlight. It's actually pretty good. Apply a highlight on my nose, my chin, Cupid's bow. I'm actually going to use my smaller brush too. Smooth out this highlight. Try to get up to my temples. Yeah, this is a good highlighter, guys. It's like a nice gold color as well. So I'm gonna place it on my temples as well. LA Colors also had a loose powder. This is in a light medium color, and I want to use this to set my makeup. It's cute, it has this little dispenser. I like this. This reminds me of my e.l.f. loose powder. It's only $1. For my lips, they didn't have a lip liner, so unfortunately I'm just going to go in with the lipstick. It's LA Colors, and this is in the shade Natural Shine. Alright, so let us try. It looks very creamy though. I love it. It's actually a very creamy formula, and it has like a coconut smell or taste to it. So I actually really like this look. The only thing that I am missing is my mascara. The dollar store did not have good lashes. They looked very skimpy, so I'm not going to use expensive lashes or anything over $1 really. So I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Wear dollar mascara and see how this works, just to finish off the look. I don't know if there's going to be fallout though, so we'll see as the day progresses. And I do want to go back in and add a highlight just below my eyebrows and to the corner the corners of my eyes, and I'm gonna go back in with my LA Color highlight using this brush, very small. And I'm gonna place it right under the arch of my eyebrows. Extend it slightly. You know, I put it on my Cupid's bow as well and dot it on my nose. I'm gonna use my finger to smudge it. I think it looks really, really good. So, the last and final step, they had setting spray, and I thought this was so cute. It's like a little compact traveling setting spray by LA Colors. It helps to extend your makeup wear. Just shaking it. Okay, I'm gonna spray it on. Whew. All right. Alright, so that is my makeup look. Just gonna fan it out. Alright guys, so $15, $17 if you want to include the two brushes that I bought. And this is what happened to my face. Like, for dollar makeup, can you really tell? Like, we made it work. You know, I'm approaching my 30s. I'm 28. And I just think, you know, I'm getting older, so my skin is not as tight as it used to be when I was like 18, 20. You know, 5 years from 25 to 30 makes a difference. But, like, I'm loving this look, especially for the fall time, and it matches my dress, and I'm gonna show you in a minute. $1, guys, like, that is mind-blowing. So obviously I just put on some earrings and I let my hair down, and I'm loving these neutral colors. It's not even real foundation, it's dollar foundation, guys. Oh my god. Y'all could see my lighting from Amazon. It's great, especially if you have bad lighting at home. But yeah, I love this. So look how it matched my dress, which is what I was going for. Some fake lashes would have been nice too, but this is awesome.